Adolfo Mama Kwaba eba Portable Media TV so hanum say na benya trending news ekoso ewo yemanga na mu ewiasa fa na nyina be biara no eto ho a ye de bebrew na o subscribe o share na wa ma comment no so wase de de bramo ye amana no so nsem de eye highlight ye de ebeto dwa de ye breaking news ana ye de brew yi the didi so no America mamu apolisifoɔ enum bi omache abrantie bi abona ma abrantie no ahwɛ ne nkwa na de tense apolisifoɔ yi omunyina ya tuntumfoɔ abrantie nso so a omokoche no ono nso so ya tuntum aye bejabeja awo America mamu pa ifiri won so a papa bi a one ne ba ketwate akra me fa ne so be 6 years na papa no wada eja abofra ho na abofra ye abomoden akoyi papa ne tuo na wade nam omo corridor nam ho gituo ne kyerɛkyerɛ abrantie bi kura mpo no ɔse akra ne tuo ne hwɛ ne so ma abrantie no edwane ye na de tie ne sɛ maame bi recorde akra yi eno nti na police for no eba ho na ambusa papa no so oni tuo ofie ho na maame ne de video ne kyerɛ ya police for no etumi eche papa yi. So ko UK man mususu a police ni ono de oya ne se ema ano o ha wo mo rape sem ano de tata ma eno nti no wa rape ma ya mfinsia dunsun nie afi na ne cap ayema nti no charges de abono no 49 na emu 24 de rape eno nti no eno so yebeti mu nsem abofra wadi mfiensi a oko school no afani parents tuo ana ode akọ school mu ho abofra yi teacher for yi say omunyante yese abofra no wabo school ode tuo ehye ne ho so omo hwehwe ne ho a omo ahu tuo yi afi de beti ane say abofra yi ashuti ni teacher wama teacher no ahwere ne nkwa nti no oya abofra yi ayedin ama American for pa nti no no so yebehwe eho asem oba taki mam so atorencham ato ewo honom ene se asase wo so kase pa asi ewo taki mam a enya sem keto akra nti ewiase ama nyina ebo mo se de be ya mbetumi ayi emo a endan no ebubu agu omo so a ebia omote ase no nti omo guso a omo hwehwe enipa omote ase no America mam ho so a council woman oye Ghana ni onipa bonni bi akwa shutu no ama na wu na ofri baabi a obafie na mse na nipa bonni no otete no ni fie kwan so nti oni ni di nkomo na no ana oshutu no we ye amana no mu nsem ana ye de bramo nti no mmayankoni enkotiemra.
Autopsy commissioned by the family found that Nichols suffered excessive bleeding caused by a severe beating. An official autopsy from the coroner's office has not yet been released.
When I walked into that hospital room, my son was already dead.
His mom would later say this at a press conference.
They kept him alive, or they put him on the breathing machine just for my satisfaction, I guess. But my son died on January 7th. The doctors pulled the plug on January 10th.
Nichols' family requested for the footage to be made public. The 5 officers allegedly involved in the beating have been terminated from duty and arrested on charges including second-degree murder. They are set to be arraigned on February 17th.
Did you guys call?
Yeah.
What'd you see?
There's a little boy. So my son opened the door, and the little boy upstairs then standing there with a firearm. It's like, shut the door, Mom. He's got to go. And I looked at the people, and he was standing there with it behind his back.
Okay. So it looked like a real gun, I assume. Now didn't have a silk gold or a orange tip.
No. It's chrome, black, looked like a large 45.
Okay.
I sell guns.
Do you know which department it was?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's here with you? Mom or Dad here? Sorry to wake you. What's going on?
Been sick all day. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, we're here because the downstairs neighbors said they saw your son running around with something they thought was a silver handgun. No, not even like a toy one?
Yeah. It's toys.
He said it looked like a 45.
We don't know that.
No gun, nothing that resembles a gun or anything?
It's toys. They're green and gray.
Alright.
Yeah.
You're good.
Appreciate it. What were you playing with? What kind of toys?
The remote. Cool.
I don't see anything that looks like one, so.
You don't have any gun.
Okay. Well, you might want to do a better job of locking your doors.
I will. I'm gonna put a throw. Dead throw.
Yeah. You feel a little okay though, Ish? You don't need any medical attention, do you?
Close it out down here. Go. Get out.
You think it was not a gun?
Yeah, well, you couldn't find one.
It was, that baby had a gun. Look, I sell guns for a living. He pointed it at me. I'm telling you, he had a gun.
It was us. You say he opened. I was
He
going outside.
pointed it at me and said, "Look what I got."
He had a gun. They
He was
lied.
going outside. I was going outside because she got a new starter on her car, and I was gonna go check it out. I went outside, came in. And
He opened the door.
I went to go back
He been
outside.
knocking on our door all day.
I went to go
so
back
they-
outside.
they
He
ain't
was
been watching
standing.
him all
He
day.
was standing about right here holding it. And when I opened the door, he went to flip it up, and I shut the door. Told everyone to get away from the door. Like, I was like, he has a gun. I was like, that is not a toy. That is a. It was the top. The slide was chrome. The bottom half was black.
Okay.
I know I saw it because he pointed it right at me.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying you're wrong for that. I mean, obviously, you see something like it. Again, call us, you know, I mean,
I mean, if a toddler in a diaper's walking around
Where
with
the
a
hell was
handgun.
they? It took y'all that long to get to him.
Well, it takes that long for the
No.
dispatch.
I'm talking upstairs.
maybe you're sick or something, I don't know.
Cause he could have shot through the floor any damn thing. I mean, the boy been out here. He done knocked on my door 3 times today.
Really? Well, you gets out again, call us.
I mean,
I know
it's
it's-
bullshit.
I know
And he had
the
a gun,
response
'cause he's
times
still right
kind of slow,
there.
because it goes to
Right,
dispatch and it
because
takes
we
a
don't have our
while.
911.
Right.
That's what
Right.
takes it forever.
That's kind of where we're at, though.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Hey, Morgan?
Yeah.
I'll see.
He had a gun.
Right. Let's go back up there.
He had a gun. Did y'all see it?
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you had it.
I was actually calling when you guys together.
All right, we have video of your kid holding a gun, so do you have a gun?
I have never brought a gun in this house. If there is, it's my cousin.
Okay. Where is your cousin here?
No,
Where does he have his own room? Does he
No.
own a firearm?
he comes to visit, yes.
Was he here within the last 3 minutes?
Oh, he's been here in the last 10 days.
Okay, but we need to figure out where this firearm is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where'd you put down that toy? And we have a legit video of him holding a firearm, so.
Okay. Well, I don't own it.
I mean, our concern is, Why was he in the hallway anyways?
I've been sick.
Okay.
I've been trying to stay up with him all day. His mom is sick, so I can't take him over there. So I've been trying to mediate back and forth, back and forth.
I got you.
And I can't catch him all the time. He's quick.
Okay. Well, we need to at least
We're looking.
figure that out. You allow us to assist in this?
I will look. I mean, I understand you guys were told out for a reason.
Right.
The only place I know maybe
Is where?
my closet in the back.
Okay.
By all means.
You know where about in the closet in the back?
No. I just know he sticks it there because his wife doesn't know he has it.
You know, where does he stick it in here?
Usually just lays it on something. I'll just be honest with you.
I don't want to just go
You're welcome to.
rifling through things, you know?
Look where? I see.
And he said, look.
Okay, why don't you tell me what you're playing with? What's in here?
Briefly fill us in on what's happening.
So we were called for a juvenile in the hallway possessing a firearm. Dad said he didn't see it, but then a neighbor came out and showed us video of the kid in the hallway with a firearm. So now we're trying to figure out where that is. He gave us permission to look around for it. He said he doesn't personally own a firearm, but his brother does, and leaves it here. So we need to recover that.
Oh, okay.
Morgan.
No, he doesn't. That's where it's at.
Garfield is much cuter than I am.
We gotta
You got a camera?
Someone
Grab your.
I'm sorry, Garfield. I'm sorry for all the things I caused you. I'm sorry for all those times I woke you up. Sorry.
Thank you.
So, this meeting was horrible. I'm sorry for all the times I was so obnoxiously good at putting me in a box and spend all that money reeling me to Abu Dhabi. But I'll make sure you never have to do it again.
Patrol Beach Road 36, you're in a firearm for me.
You'll never see my nut as clear as I thought it was space again.
Let's see your grill, sir. Over here. Smith & Wesson SD9. It's a 9mm. Serial number is Henry Frank Robert 0465.
Video, this is it, of the, God, wow. This is the child with the loaded weapon. This was the piece of evidence.
Pulling the trigger right there.
Pulling the trigger.
Yep.
Only one.
And even he pointed it to her, himself.
Yeah. And again, there is something about watching that video, right? Because we already knew what had happened, right? We'd heard from both neighbors. We'd seen it on the phone. There is something about watching this now.
Well, even just watching it again, the playback right there is a point that he's holding it up, and it's literally almost looks like it's pointed up towards his own face.
Right.
And we hear these type of stories where kids.
This is the dad now being arrested after his son was on that surveillance video waving a loaded weapon. that toddler. The neighbors downstairs had said that the toddler actually even pointed the gun at them.
Let's take him with him.
The child has now been taken to his mom.
Okay. Well, I'll allow you to get some close.
What is it you're searching for?
Articles relating to the offences
in St Albans.
In 2020. This is the allegation that's been made to us. Okay, sir.
There's no necessity.
Yes, there is.
I've only been a police officer for 20 years.
Right, David.
Do you want me to come naked like this?
No, just understand you're under arrest. Okay.
I'm under
just
arrest.
explain to us what do you need.
Hold it like this. Don't
Right.
worry about it.
Can one of my colleagues go and get you stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wanna? Yeah.
Which one's yours?
The back one.
Okay.
Are you in the address on your own?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Where are your keys?
Stand up, David Carrick. I've made ancillary orders for deprivation pursuant to Section 153 of the Sentencing Act 2020 and restraining orders under Sections 359 and 360 of the Act. They will remain in force until further order. The victim surcharge applies. I make no sexual harm prevention orders given the nature of the sentence I'm about to pass. On the main indictment on counts 16, 19, 29, 30, 31, 32, 38, 39, 42 and 43, the sentence is 4 years imprisonment on each concurrent. On counts 24 and 25, the sentence is 7 years on each concurrent. On count 6, on the second indictment, I impose a concurrent determinate sentence of 9 years. 31 sentences of life imprisonment are imposed on the main indictment on counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 40 and 41. Also, 5 life sentences are imposed on the second indictment on counts 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This makes a total of 36 life sentences. The minimum term you will have to serve before the parole board can think of releasing you is 30 years, 239 days. And you may go down. Mr. Little, Mr. Williamson, the court salutes the courage of all the victims and their families, and I hope they're able to thrive in the rest of their lives. The teams of police officers concerned have worked hard to bring this case to court and to keep the confidence of the victims. To do so under the fierce scrutiny this case has attracted is promising for the future. The Crown Prosecution Service lawyers and counsel have met tight deadlines set by the court and put the case together fairly and effectively. The defence team has met the challenge of dealing with an evolving set of grave allegations and a completely disorientated client with patience and professionalism. The court wishes to recognise that work and to thank all of you.
Now to the latest in that alarming story of the 6-year-old Virginia boy who shot his teacher. His family is breaking their silence, speaking for the first time since the shooting. Janae Norman has the details. Good morning, Janae.
Michael, good morning. This story had so many people talking. The family now saying their heart goes out to their son's teacher and that she selflessly served her students and thanking her for her courage, grace, and sacrifice. They say their family has been committed to responsible gun ownership and keeping firearms out of the reach of children. So there are so many questions that remain over how that gun got into the hands of a child.
This morning, regret for the family of the first grader accused of shooting his teacher.
Female
victim, she's been shot in the abdomen as well as a through and through into the hand.
The nation stunned earlier this month when Newport News, Virginia police responded to Rich Neck Elementary School for a 6-year-old who'd opened fire. The family now revealing in a statement to ABC News, our son suffers from an acute disability and was under a care plan at the school that included his mother or father attending school with him and accompanying him to class every day. The week of the shooting was the first week when we were not in class with him. We will regret our absence on this day for the rest of our lives. Police say the first grader took his mother's legally purchased 9mm handgun from home and fired 1 round at 25-year-old Abigail Zwerner as she taught the elementary students.
It felt like something out of a really bad nightmare.
Desiree Yvette's daughter was one of the more than a dozen children in that classroom.
She's scared because Ms. Warner is her favorite girl. She would always say it, and for her to get shot, my daughter doesn't know anymore, like, who's safe, and she's scared that the people she loves will get hurt.
The family telling ABC News they have been cooperating with local and federal law enforcement, adding that the firearm our son accessed was secured. Police still investigating how the 6-year-old got a hold of the gun, and questions mounting after school leaders told parents they got a tip that the student had a weapon, even searched his backpack, but didn't find the firearm before Zwerner was shot. Terrified parents and faculty members voiced frustrations at a recent school board meeting.
I send my kids to school and find myself praying to God that they will return home safely.
Our students do not wonder if there will be another school shooting. They wonder when and where the next shooting will be.
And we've heard the teachers back home recovering. But guys, it is the issue of the school being tipped off about that student possibly having a weapon, even searching his backpack and not finding it. That really has parents there so upset, even calling for the superintendent.
ساعدني لا تسحب راسك ساعدني اول مره لا تسحب sen Rumay maşallah maşallah sana arkadan merak etme korkma anlattın yavrum işte hadi bakayım başkanım çok sağ olun Allah razı olsun ne istersen bunu yaparız sen gel evet abi gelebilir misin buraya Yavaş yavaş yavaş. Allahu ekber. Yavaş yavaş yavaş. Allahu ekber. La ilahe illallah. Kafaya dikkat et. Kafaya dikkat et. Ay maşallah.
Hello, welcome to BBC World News. More than 16,000 people are now known to have died after Monday's earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. And aid agencies are concerned there may be a second wave of deaths. There has been criticism of the Turkish government's response, but President Erdogan says it wasn't possible to be prepared for disasters on this scale. Our Middle East correspondent Anna Foster, who was among the first journalists to reach the epicenter zone, sent this report from the Turkish city of Kahramanmaraş.
The devastating power of the earth, seen from the air. Swathes of this city lie in ruins. Buildings, homes, lives have been destroyed. In many cities, the search now isn't for survivors. It's only for the dead. When the rubble shows a sign, the digger stops. Behind this blanket, an arm reveals a body. Slowly, carefully, it's uncovered. And then, the moment of realization. A father lost. The goodbye is painful and public. And here in Marash, ambulances are now hearses. They've spent the whole day here searching for bodies, and the light is starting to fade now. But the rescuers say that they will come back tomorrow and the next day. They will return to sites like this for as long as it takes to return loved ones to their relatives. They're rare now, but there are still moments of hope. A little girl, healthy and alive after 3 days buried. The rescuers celebrate. She says her siblings are down there too. Today, President Erdogan came to visit those who've lost everything. But there's growing anger that help is coming too slowly, and there isn't enough of it. He says it's impossible to prepare for disasters on this scale.
We had some problems in some places like airports in the beginning. We had problems on the roads, but it's better today and it will be even better tomorrow.
Bodies now fill this sports hall. More are arriving all the time. Among them, Eunice's fiancé. They were just weeks away from getting married.
I was planning to dress up with a wedding dress, but now I'll dress up with a funeral shroud. I'm like the walking dead. I'm a living dead. I lost my feelings, I lost my feelings.
Each of these bundles marks a future cut short. A family separated. Every hour, the death toll rises. And even now, it's impossible to know how many lives this quake has claimed. Anna Foster, BBC News, Marash.
There is new information tonight on the murder of a New Jersey councilwoman found dead in her SUV in Sayreville.
Tonight, the FBI is joining the search for answers. CBS 2's Christine Sloan with the latest on the case now.
Here's Councilwoman Eunice Jumfor during what friends say was one of the happiest days of her life. The 30-year-old with her new husband, Ezzy Kings, at their wedding.
She got married in Nigeria in December. That's all I can tell.
Kings, who is a pastor in Nigeria, told me that he's devastated. Jumfor, also deeply religious, serving as the director of Champions Royal Assembly Church in Newark.
The church has been here for years, prior to my, becoming an employee here, and I heard nothing but good things about her.
The property manager at the building where the church rents space says she got to know the councilwoman over the past year because she always brought by the lease check.
Very spirited, very faithful, very devout.
Jumfor was gunned down in her white SUV outside her home Wednesday night inside the Sayreville development. Witnesses say they heard close to a dozen gunshots.
What I've heard from my neighbors is they actually seen the guy running towards the Garden State Parkway.
Investigators from the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office combing the woods behind the Lemire complex, looking for clues in the murder of the councilwoman described as a rising star in the Republican Party.
Politically, she can go higher. She can climb the ladder higher, yes. But it's very unfortunate that, her life has to be shortened.
The FBI now offering assistance.
The FBI is aware of that incident, and we are working with all of our partners in order to find out more about that incident.
It was very shocking because things like this doesn't happen over here, and she's a very nice woman. She's always well dressed, she's nice to everyone, she's kind, respectful, and I can't believe this actually happened to her, and I feel so terrible for the family. I didn't know she was a politician. I've lived here for about a year now, and I've seen her many times. We've spoke, but I did not know she was a councilwoman.
Hearing that happening to her, like young black woman, she's like she said, she's beautiful. She doesn't do no harm to anybody, literally. She's a sweetheart. Like, we'll see her coming down the stairwell sometimes. It was one time she had like something in her hand that was really heavy. We helped her, you know, bring it to her home. Yeah, so I honestly thought she was just like a regular businesswoman. I didn't even know she was a councilwoman.
Adolfo Medama says, Someone ama Portable Medias TV. Where Amanomun Sem and Yadia Bremo breaking news Ekoko Suono and on a abete honkan. Dear baby answers no Ebesign at the Ababa Somo. I na all comment or subscribe it now or share. Ko-fi, Macramo.